Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. There's been a few changes in between episodes. As you can tell, the textures are a little bit different. So, I used the Feed the Beast launcher. I used the original Feed the Beast launcher, and I liked it better than the one where they partnered with Twitch, because I didn't like opening up Twitch and then having to go through the menus and everything. So it was a little clunky. I didn't really care for it. I was used to the other one, so I used the original one. However, I went to go update it, and it said that they released a new one. So I went ahead and installed that. It goes through the actual Minecraft launcher for Java. So I went ahead and did all that. And then while I was doing that, I was looking at some updated textures. Because I noticed that a lot of the stuff in this mod pack still doesn't have a texture. This looked a little weird to me. This looked outdated to me before. So I was like, there has to be some type of update. And so I went ahead and downloaded the most recent Sphax texture pack for Feed the Beast Revelations. I believe it was released in June of last year, so it's not new, but it does have a lot of updated things, because this isn't a new mod pack by any means. So I went ahead and installed it. As you can tell, the chisel blocks all look different. They all have like a little outline to them. I don't believe that was like that. There's a couple other mods that you can tell the difference straight away when you look at it. As you can see above my hunger bar, there's a little shield icons there. I don't know what they are. I've never seen them before, so I guess every time I've used this texture pack, it's never been there. So I don't know. Also, if you take a look at our wireless crafting grid, that's also updated. The elevator block now has the little, I don't know, ribbon style on it. And then I also don't like the look of these white lamps anymore. I liked them a lot better when they were just a classic white. This is all changed, so when we go in here, this all changed as well. Down here, our little search bar actually has some Sphax outline to it, so that looks pretty nice, pretty cool. Yeah, so there's a lot of changes, as you can tell, with a lot of the blocks in here. The zombie brain from Thaumcraft actually looks like a brain now and not all pixelated. A lot of the ores actually are textured as well. So there's a lot of things in here. If we were to scroll through, I mean, we could go through every single block, but there's really no point to go through all of them. Quartz enriched iron looks completely different from refined storage. This quicksilver from Thaumcraft looks completely different. Firestone looks completely different. So there's going to be a little bit of a change. As you can see here, here's the basic processor. That also changed. We've been using a lot of those recently. So yeah, a lot of the blocks changed. A lot of them are updated. Here's a silicon that looks nothing like what it used to. So everything should look a little bit better. A lot of the mods that we're looking into, they'll have better textures, and everything's going to look a little different. So if you don't recognize a block by what it looks like, feel free to leave a comment down in the comment section, so I can make sure I get that addressed, so you know what everything is if you're following along. So this episode, like I said last episode, since we are all over the place because I haven't played in a little bit, I wanted to be a little bit more organized. So I'm going back to the little signs here. I know this is a generic way of setting it up, but it keeps me a little bit organized and a little bit on a path, so I don't go all over the place and jump from one thing to another thing to another thing to another thing. So I want to sort of stick with this and keep it going here. So I want to go ahead and get the fusion crafting good up and running. The reason I would do that is that's how you upgrade your tools, and that's how you upgrade your armor, and that's also how you get into the higher tier draconic pickaxes and draconic armor instead of the wyvern. So the wyvern's the base tier, draconic's the higher tier. So to actually get a draconic one, you actually need the fusion crafting and you need the wyvern. So that's why I want to get into fusion crafting, mainly because I want to upgrade our tools. Now, if you look at our pickaxe and our sword, they do have enchantment. Now, hopefully this, I have to actually go in and change that. So since I had to reinstall, everything was back to how it was. So I had to go in and change all of my settings and graphic settings and everything like that. So I have to go actually in here. Okay, defaults is C, but that's conflicted, so I can't use that. So let me go back to grave. Hit done. Go here. Here we go. So I was looking into this, And a lot of people were saying that in the bottom left you should be able to see like where you can put your enchantments. Now, I haven't seen that yet. I don't know what this is, first off. I think that's a shield display. Yeah, that's not making any difference, so I don't know. I think this is the shield display, so I'm going to leave that there. And then this is the HUD display, so... yeah, that's HUD display. And we don't have a shield display yet because we don't have any armor on. So, I thought like I would be able to click on one of these and it would give me like a box down here that I can put in the books for the enchantments, but for some reason it's not there. So I don't know if it's not in this mod pack or what. So I've been using the anvil and just using the books. So I was able to get efficiency 5 on the pickaxe, and then I was also able to get sharpness 5 and looting 3 on the sword. However, I wasn't able to put fortune on the pickaxe or on breaking, and then the shovel I wasn't able to put efficiency on breaking or anything. And then the sword I put sharpness 5 and looting 3. I didn't try anything else, but so I don't know if it's a little finicky with anvils. I did change to an auto anvil from open blocks. The main reason is because I don't think it breaks. This might need no, it's a tank. I don't know what the tank's for. I guess for this, I don't know. So I can't apply anything to this. I believe I tried a fortune also. Yeah, I'll take an example here. So if I wanted to put fortune on our pickaxe, which I should 100% be able to, I can't. Now, I might be using the wrong anvil. The auto anvil might not be what we need here. Let me go ahead and just make a normal anvil here. I didn't really need to do that, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and make an anvil. Place that down next to it, and now let's see if this allows me to. Okay, so I was just using the wrong thing. So the auto anvil, I'm guessing you just place things in here and it automatically does it, and it uses essence. That's why there's a tank on it. So let me go ahead and mine this stupid thing up. Oh boy, I didn't think it was going to be that fast. Put that there, and that there. Okay, so we'll just stick with the normal anvil. Let's not get all fancy on it. Go back to the basics. So efficiency, and I'm breaking. All it does is I think it uses less energy. So can I put that on it? Okay, so you can't put it on breaking on it, so that's not going to help us with what we're trying. Okay, I can put efficiency on our shovel. So that's cool, but I need more levels. So how I was getting levels, I shut off our wither skeleton farm. And the reason I did that is I want to get into Woot so we can go ahead and get that automatically spawned, because we're not getting enough experience from our one mob farm to keep that up and running constantly. So it's not really doing us any good by doing this that way. So what I've been doing, I shut this off so I automatically get this solidified experience. And the reason I did that is just so I can automatically make sure I have levels. Because I did have to go mine and go to the nether and do this and do that. So I figured this was a little bit easier. Okay, so now we have efficiency on this. We have efficiency and fortune on that. And then we have sharpness and looting. So let me go ahead and throw that efficiency or unbreaking book back in there. We don't need that. Let me go back here to Draconic. And let's get started with the fusion crafting before I get sidetracked again. So so the main thing that you need is the tablet. I almost called it a template. I don't know why. But to get the tablet, you just need some stone surrounded by draconium dust. Very straightforward. Just right click it. You will come to a screen where you have to hit close or escape or something like that there. And then that'll bring you to this screen. You go ahead and hit Draconic Evolution, and then this breaks it down to everything here. So I'm going to go ahead and into fusion crafting. This is the basic setup. You could basically have it however you want. I'll go here to show you. So where the glass is, so it has to be one above it, one below it, one to the left, one to the right, or diagonal. And it can be 16 blocks away. And so basically you can place the, let me go back one here. So you can place these here, the actual, what are they called? Pedestals, I think they're called, or injectors. You can have those within 16 blocks away, and it has to be one above, one below, one to the left, one to the right, or the diagonal. So you can place it anywhere where that glass was. anywhere in the glass. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do like a basic setup like this. I believe you have to have the lapis floor, and it has to be on a. Oh, here we go with the loud noise. I'm gonna mark that down right now. In between episodes, I am moving that so far away, so I never have to hear it again, and I'm just gonna chunk load the chunk that it's in, because I can't take that noise. It's annoying. Um, so yeah, you need the injectors, and then you also need a fusion crafter, and then I believe this is a quartz block, and then it's on lapis. I don't think that's necessary, but we're gonna do it anyway, just because it looks pretty nice actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some lapis. I'm gonna go ahead and make 9 of them. I don't think you need 9, I think you only need 8, but like again, that's okay. Quartz, I'm gonna go ahead and make a block. And then we need the fusion crafter, the fusion crafting core. Pretty straightforward. Just diamonds, lapis blocks, and draconic, a draconic core there. I'm gonna make 4 more of those so it doesn't use the 9 that I already have. And then you need a draconic core. Draconic core, we made a stack of these last episode. Just gold, draconium, and a diamond. Let me go ahead and click back on the fusion crafter. Bink, done. Very straightforward. Okay, now if we take a look at the injectors, they are called injectors, so I was right. There's a basic, a wyvern, a draconic, and a chaotic. Currently, there's nothing that uses chaotic, so I believe that's just in place. So if they want to increase anything within the mod or things to come, like maybe a chaotic armor instead of draconic or something, because it is a higher tier, so it's probably possible that it's going to happen. So each one of these tiers, if you were to make like a draconic shovel, I think you can use just, so you have to have the draconic tier. So in order to make the shovel, we'll just say in this instance, you need the shovel of wyvern, which we already have. And then you also need 4, because there's 4 items that have to go in. So you need a total of 4 draconic injectors. Now, let's try to find another recipe that takes more items. So in this case, for the staff of power, you would need 8 injectors, because there's 8 objects going into the fusion crafter. So depending on how many items you have, that's how many injectors you need. I want to say there is one of the recipes that requires 9. I don't remember which one it is, but I believe there is one that uses 9. What was that? The little energy bars. That's crazy. So most of them use 8, but I want to say for some reason that there is one that requires 9, and I don't remember exactly which one it is, but when we get to it, we'll get to it. So what I want to do is, I just want to start off by making 8 of the basics. So to make the wyvern, you need the basic. So you might as well just start with 8 of the basics. Let's go ahead and get that rolling here. I believe I have everything for the 8. Okay. Now, the other issue is powering. I don't know if I need one of the flux points on every single one. I am going to use this corner here for it, just temporary. Look at me using my other tool. Like I said, I am going to be using this corner. It's going to be temporary for now, but it's going to do what we need, so. So if I was to do ding, actually, look. See, I can't do the light. I don't want to. I could place it. Actually, yeah, let's try it. Let's try something a little bit different here. Let's do this, and then this. Place that there. Let's see if we need the little platform below it. So if I go over here and play, that's a block of quartz. There we go. So if I go over here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, that works perfect. It's 1 beside and 2 above, and then there's a 2 gap in there. So I need some blocks here. Have any in here? Oh my, yeah, there it is. So if I go 2 away, I'm going to put 1 there, there. Okay. Now let's go ding, ding, ding. Really? Really? There. Okay, so that's set up perfect. And is that even? Yeah, 2, 2. Yeah, okay. Now, I don't know what the single item mode is. We'll get into the... Oh, I know what that is. So, say the recipe. I am making it single item only. And let's say a recipe requires 4 of the same material. If I right click here and I have 4 in my hotbar, it's going to place all 4 there and not 1, 1, 1, 1. So I do single item mode, and that's so if I have to right click with, like, say I have 7 of the same items, I can just click instead of going into my inventory and putting just 1 in here, 1 in this spot. It makes it a little bit easier. I believe that's what that is, but we'll take a look at it here. I also am going to need a flux point. That to remove? I don't remember. Yep. So I am going to need one of those. Now, here's what I want to test. I want to test to make sure I don't need one of these on every single one. And the reason I'm saying that is if we take a look at the redstone flux duct, it only can transfer... I can't hold shift in that, I forgot. It can only transfer 9,000 RF. I don't know if that's enough for the injectors itself. Now, there is another tier. Let's go to thermal. There is another tier. It is the resonant flux duct, and that can transfer 25,000. That should be enough. So I might go ahead and just make enough resonant ones to take this into consideration. I should have moved this away from the wall one so I don't have to destroy the wall, but I didn't do it. Like I said, this is temporary, so it might look ugly right now, but that's okay. I hope. It's okay with me. So let's go ahead and put in resonant flux. Resonant flux duct. There we go. So let's see what it requires here. That's the only way to craft it? Really? Oh, never mind. There's a tier below it. 16,000 for signalum. I don't know how to pronounce it. Okay, so it looks like the only way to make it a little bit better is I need the redstone, and then I also need nuggets from, or I could use an ingot. Probably better to use an ingot. So how many are we going to need here? So we're going to need, we're going to need a minimum of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Then we put the point here, so that's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm going to need about 20. So let's go ahead and make the redstone flux ones here. That's 20, perfect. It's 2 redstone per thing, so I need 36, which means I need 4 redstone blocks, because it's 9 per block. Oh boy. So really? So it looks like it actually has in place what I used to have, and it's going to take a little bit of time to get used to. R is to organize my inventory. That's how I used to have it when I used to play a long time ago, and I changed it to my mouse button, and now it's not the mouse button, and now it's back to R, and I hit it all the time. And if you have your inventory open and you hit it, it also includes your hotbar. But if you don't have your inventory open and you hit it, it doesn't include your hotbar. So hopefully I don't mess that up too much. I know I'm going to, and I do apologize, but it's gonna happen. It's definitely gonna happen. So now that I updated the textures, I'm hoping that a lot of the machines don't have little hidden blocks, because there was that one machine from Thermal Expansion, I believe it was. It was one of the machines, and I don't remember if it was a Thermal Expansion or if it was another block, but there was a hidden arrow at the bottom. Oh yeah, that was for the essence. I remember now. It was for the essence. So let's go up here and take a look, because that is, the fluid dictionary is different. Aha, see? Here's the little arrows that were missing in previous episodes due to the UI not working properly. So yeah, it looks like the graphics update actually worked. Cool. If you guys want a like a walkthrough of the textures. I believe I included it in the very first episode, but I'm not 100% if I did. So if you guys want like a walkthrough of how to basically get this fax texture pack for Feed the Beast Revelations, I could definitely do a walkthrough. I mean, you could also YouTube it. I mean, there's a lot of other videos out there, or you could just Google it, and there is some walkthroughs also on some forums. I mean, the content's definitely out there to do it, but if you need me to, I could definitely do it. It's nothing too difficult, nothing crazy. So let me go over here, grab our redstone flux, and I don't know if we're going to be able to get to everything. We might just do some fusion crafting to upgrade our tools, and then we might call it there, and then do the armor next episode. But let's see what we can get done here. I also want to upgrade that. Do this. Do I have it? Nope. I know it's copper, silver, redstone. So I hit R again. Every time I hit R. Okay, I have to change that. Because I'm not gonna, every time I type with R, it's gonna do it, and it's gonna drive me nuts. What is it? Inventory tweaks, I believe it is. Inventory tweaks. There we go. Now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let me organize my inventory one last time here. Goes there, this goes there, this goes there. There we go. Now I'll never hit it again when I'm typing. I forgot what it was that caused it last time. Yeah, the reason I was typing in pulverized is I already have the copper. I don't have, was it tin? I don't know why I thought it was tin, not silver. No, that's definitely silver. I don't have enough, but I only need 6. Done, and then I also need some redstone. Definitely not that many, or that many, or that many. And then I also need some buckets. So I just have to go ahead over and throw the redstone back in here. I know it's probably going to be too much, but all we have to do is destroy the fluid transposer, place it back down, and that's all that requires. Nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and throw the silver in here so we can get some pulverized. Because the recipe, if we take a look, it's the blend and some sand, and the blend is 3 pulverized copper, 1 pulverized silver, and a bucket of redstone. Crafts 4. Whoop. Almost forgot it. There's 1 bucket. So if we go here, bucket, 3 copper, 1 silver, done. Now, I don't really think I need that many, to be honest. What's the recipe? 1 to craft 3, and I have 20, which means I need what? 7. I think I can only make 6. So I am gonna have to do a little bit more pulverized copper. Because I had the silver already in there. Okay, I lied. Wasn't enough redstone. But 16 is enough for what we need right now. Induction smelter with some sands, David. Watch, there'll already be some in there. Nope. Oh, real quick, in between episodes, I did, while that's smelting. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. I did go ahead and make, oh my lord. I made these, all with 64K. Ooh, I like the look of that. I did go ahead and make 16 64K discs. I let this run overnight, literally one night. So from about 3 in the morning until currently 11:40. So it's not even a full 24 hours. And it already filled 11 of them. It didn't fill those 4 or those 3. So we have 4, 8, we have 11 discs completely free. So I'm not going to be able to leave this run overnight. What items are going crazy here? We could probably get rid of the rotten flesh. We could probably get rid of the arrows. And this is where I was talking about in previous episodes about how the storage system is going to get overtaken by the mobs. And this is exactly what I was talking about. So we have everything we have everything that we need for this. So let's just go ahead and do this recipe real quick. So oh, I need another one. I forgot that it does it in. I'm almost gonna just make them all. I forgot that it does it in groups of 3. Redstone, signalium, and bing. Okay. We'll just take. We'll just. It might as well, right? What's the worst that could happen? Not use it? Oh, I'm sure we will. Let me grab the wrench out of my bag. Oh, also there is a sound for the bag now. Not the greatest sound, but it's a sound, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Go pink. Destroy the one below us too. Let's go down another 2, just so we don't have to destroy the light. Lamp, whatever. Same difference to me. Okay, so place one there, there. And let's do. Hey, give me that back. I wonder where it was going. Okay, so that hits them all. Now if we come down here. Hey. Now let's do the same thing over here. Which I don't think I'm going to be able. Ooh, yeah, I can. Okay. Now let's fall down here. Take this down to where we're at here. Oh, I went down one too many. One too many. Dink, dink. And dink, dink. Perfect. Next to both sides. Aw, yeah. Ignore this. Ignore that. You remember how I said before that... Oh, it doesn't work. This has power, but this doesn't. Maybe it only takes power when it's being used? You like it? I'm hoping. Okay, so let's go ahead with one of the recipes. Hopefully I can use, let's do dig speed. So we need 2 gold apples. I don't even know if we have apples. Oh, we have some. Okay, 2 gold apples. Hey. Get that back. We need 2 diamonds, 2 eye vendors. Diamonds. 2. Okay, let's put this in there, this in there. We'll keep that. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of this stuff for now. I'll keep that so I can replace the floor. That's behind the wall. Yeah, throw that in there too. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so we have the 2. We also need 2 eye vendors. I believe I said that 3 times now. 2 of them. We need 1 of the draconic cores. And then I believe we just need the actual dig speed. Yeah. Okay, now we need to make the dig speed. Or, yeah, dig speed. Really? A golden pickaxe, huh? Who would have thought the day would come that we need a golden pickaxe? Golden pickaxe, huh? I like the texture on that. I guess this is a gold pickaxe here, so you would need it, huh? Okay, so we go in here, place our pickaxe here. Now, you have to place the items in the correct order, and this is where inventories just become, hey, it's a messy. So you need 1 here, 1 here. I don't think the order matters. We could technically just do this, if I'm not mistaken. And now if we right click back on here, it automatically places it in. So it doesn't, the order of where you place them here doesn't matter. Now if you right click here, it's showing that the items are going in, and it actually says start. So I'm going to hit start, and as you can see, these are using power, and it is generating orbs around it. The animation on this is pretty cool. Ta-da! I like the color of everything with the UI off. It's more vibrant. Or is it just my monitor? No, it's in the recording too. It's like darker. I wonder what does that. But yeah, so that's the actual fusion crafting. So it gives you your dig speed back, and then here's your pickaxe with a faster dig speed. So if you hold control for upgrades, the dig speed is now basic. So if we go ahead into our little UI by hitting, well, for me it's the grave tilde, I believe that's what it's called, tilde, next to the 1. And if I click on it, if we go into dig speed multiplier, you can make it, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, and yeah, so I have efficiency 5 and fortune turned on now. So yeah, this should be a pretty quick pick so far. Yeah. The stone, it's like butter. Like super butter. Like it's like we're in netherrack. I don't know why I'm doing this because not to. I just wanted to show you guys, basically. Alright, how many spots did I miss? Don't look like any. Cool. So yeah, that's the fusion crafting, and that's also how you would do a dig speed. Now there are multiple other ones. You can increase the capacity. However, we have the wireless charging, so it doesn't really affect it. But you could upgrade your capacity. So if you didn't have a capacitor, and if you didn't have the wireless charging, this only stores 4 million. You can upgrade it so you don't have to keep coming back and charging it over time. There's also a dig AOE, which is the area of effect. So that instead of mounting a 1x1, you could do a 3x3 and a 5x5. So that's what that one does. There's also the attack damage for the sword, attack AOE. So if you wanted to attack a 5x5 area, you can do that as well. The other ones are for bow and arrow damage, draw speed, arrow speed, your shield capacity, which is helpful, shield recovery, which is also an amazing thing. You can also increase your movement speed, jump boost, and that's all of the actual keys, so your upgrades that you can do. So yeah, that's gonna basically wrap it up for the fusion crafting. And I don't want to go too long on the videos, so I want to keep them a little bit on a half of the time that I've been doing. So let's go ahead and get rid of the fusion crafting here. The upgrade tools, we went over how to do it and everything like that. So all you have to do is just make the key. If you right click the key and go to the fusion crafting tab, it tells you what you need for the actual thing here. So say we wanted to increase the dig speed again. So you could do it. However, it does come with a caveat. Sorry about that. Each one, it requires the higher tier injectors. As you can see here, it says Wyvern. So you would need the 8 Wyverns. You could also do the Draconic and then the Chaotic. So that would also increase the materials needed. And if you look at the energy cost, so that's 100,000 million billion. That's 2 billion RF just to increase your dig speed. 2 billion. What we just did was 256,000. The next tier it goes to 4 million, and then the tier after that 256 million. So if we wanted to increase our dig speed again, we would have to upgrade our injectors, our basics, to Wyvern, and then we would need 2 Nether Stars, 2 Draconic Cores, 2 Emeralds, and then 2 Wyvern Core, which also requires a Nether Star, and then also the upgrade key. So there is a way to make it even quicker and quicker and quicker, but there's no real point to waste it on our Wyvern tools, because I believe once you upgrade it to the Draconic, it gets rid of your enchantments. So yeah, so I would not recommend doing too much, because like I said, I believe it gets rid of it. And yeah, so in between episodes, I'm gonna go ahead and do the upgrade key for the dig on the pickaxe. I'm also gonna do a speed and dig on our shovel. And then on the sword, I'm also going to do the attack damage and that's going to be what I'm all going to do. I'm hoping that it transfers over to the Draconic. I'll be the test dummy, so I'll go ahead and do the actual upgrades in between episodes, and then I'm also going to probably make some more drives, and I also need to, yeah, I'm gonna in between episodes gonna do the drives and then also do the keys for the Draconic, and then in the next episode we're gonna be going over the armor, crafting the armor, and then maybe do a couple upgrades, and then I also want to get into automatically refined storage of their crafting. They're auto crafting, and the reason I want to do auto crafting is if we have all the materials, I can set it up to automatically craft 64K storage disks and the disk drives. So all I have to do is just grab some disk drives, put them in, put the disk in, we're good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple more, like maybe 2 on this side, just so we have some extra drives in case if stuff happens. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next video goes live. And I will catch you guys in the next one.